How do I summarize a player like Panda Global's Plup? This guy is so good that he used freaking Luigi at CEO Dreamland 2017 and he got top 8. Top 8! He beat the incredibly talented Drug Fox with a mid-tier that he doesn't even main. And here, look at this. Bam! He beat Armada. Bam! That's Mango. Oh my god, there goes Mewtwo King. There goes Leffen. And goodbye Hungrybox 2, that's literally every god and Leffen. This man is incredible and he's shaking up the competitive melee scene. This, my friends, is the history of Plup. The year was 2009, and everyone was doing 2009 things like remembering Michael Jackson, making fun of Kanye, and lamenting their shitty economic situation. It also happens to be the time of the earliest dated tournament results that I could find for Plup. You see, these early years were fairly lacking in major activity and significant results. In fact, he didn't even step into the national spotlight until around 2012. And it wasn't even through singles, it was as a doubles player and as Hungrybox's teammate. They started teaming in 2011, and it was something that would continue for many years to come, earning them primarily top placing results. It was only in 2013 that Plup was beginning to get results worthy of attention, but it wasn't the only thing worth noting about him. What really captured people was his mastery over his character. It was just how freaking good he was at using Samus. You know what the best thing about Plup Samus is? His platform movement. The immediate fast falls after dropping through a platform, often with the neutral air thrown out, sometimes even quickly mixing into Waveland first. The dude knows how to speed up his character. But you know what the best thing about Plup Samus is? His neutral game. The willingness to be aggressive and take space with the character that has always been known for defensive play and an emphasis on footsies. The use of dash dancing and micro positioning. His style is bold and forceful, and that makes it a joy to watch. But you know what the best thing about Plup Samus is? His recovery options. Proficiency with the grapple sweet spot like no other. Hack stashing and aerial interrupt mix-ups from the ledge with invincible attack options to boot. Okay, yeah, so that's like 3 things, but his Samus is the full package, and it's all wrapped up oh so nicely with having the most consistently landed charge shots in the game. Just check out this clip of the Apex 2014 Salty Sweet match where he faced off against HugoGoomzales and managed to land 5 charge shots on him in the first game.
Of course, it's going to let him grapple back on, not put himself at risk. I like this stuff.
Plup saying,
wow,
yo.
Boom headshot though.
I have to respect you now, Plup. I don't think, oh!
Yo, Plup, emotion.
Dude, so much hate for West Coast right now. What's the deal?
I'm sorry, man. You guys didn't do the crew battle. We wanted to see a crew battle.
Yo, why don't you learn how to TO? Why don't you get your region to level up TOing? Oh, yo, these shots!
All right, the shots.
12 seconds later.
All I'm saying is boom headshot, no scope, looking like Halo.
Oh my God!
Disrespect, and every time Plup gets that, he smiles. I don't know if have been on the in SoCal or West Coast in general. How has he been doing?
God.
How has he been doing? Because
SoCal is so much stronger than South. What does it mean to do well in South?
Oh my goodness.
By the end of 2014, Plup skyrocketed from his previous rank of 27th to 16th best melee player in the world. This was due largely to his notable results at Apex, MLG Anaheim, EVO, and the Big House 4. At this point, his results made him the Samus player to watch. The dude was clearly on a rampage that showed no signs of stopping, and even managed to beat Leffen for the first time ever at Paragon Orlando 2015. But then, something happened. At Apex 2015, Plup's run ends at 49th place. The whole world asks themselves, why? Because he switched to Sheik. That's right, Plup decided that he wanted to pick up Sheik as his new main, and so at Apex, he just went for it. And to no one's surprise, he didn't do as well as he might have with Samus. But just half a year later, he pulls out a second place finish at Smash and Splash using only Sheik, falling just behind Mewtwo King. Remember all those things that I said Plup was so good at with Samus? Yeah, well, turns out that he's good at that stuff with Sheik too. His Sheik is easily the fastest on the scene, and his mastery over shield drops, tech chasing, and a healthy mix of hard reads escalated him to incredible heights with his new top tier main. At CEO 2015, he just barely lost to Mango and Leffen, playing at the edge of a triumph over two top 6 players. This was now a player giving gods a reason to be worried. In fact, he had even taken a set off Hungrybox at a local tournament with the Sheik. That's one god down. Oh sweet, he's sponsored by Panda Global Gaming now. At EVO that year, he blazed through the bracket leading up to top 8 with seemingly no effort at all until he reached Mango. This was a big year for Mango. He was going for the 3-peat EVO Championship title. He was ready to get serious.
That is the point. That is absolutely the point I'm trying to make.
As one might expect from a player like Mango, much of the set consists of Mango applying non-stop pressure on Plup. The result? He essentially forces his way into getting small bits of damage that accumulate to a stock taken. This is an especially good strategy for Fox against Sheik, as she has fewer tools to deal with well-executed rushdown combat. On the flip side, whenever Plup does manage to get an opening, he punishes Mango to death nearly every single time. Plup takes game 1 and almost takes game 2 as well, but Mango pulls through and just barely clutches it out.
Stream overlay, Mango is down a game and he is down a stock.
He's going to have to make a miracle happen. This is worse than any of the other gods almost upsets.
Yes.
The chants are coming from the crowd, but he still just doesn't have his movement.
Oh my god!
Oh, Plup getting a little bit antsy, going for that grab a little bit too quick.
And this
not
might be,
really earning it.
Yep, up air will do it.
Oh,
that is how that goes.
Since this is EVO, the set would be a best of 3 instead of a best of 5, meaning the next game would decide the winner. Now, unfortunately for pretty much everybody, this set would come to somewhat of an anticlimactic end.
Wow, nice reactions from Plup. That was impressive. And again, he's up a stock. And I think he's, well...
Lots of damage.
Mango keeps turning it up on this last stock, man. Mango's last stock.
Wow, jumps over all the needles.
Nice. Whoa, Mango!
For the first time ever, Plup beats Mango and makes it into his first ever EVO Top 8. This was shaping up to be the tournament of his life. Until Plup made a really stupid mistake. You see, the night before Top 8, he was having an awesome time partying at EVO when he spilt his beer on his controller. Now, some might think, what's the big deal, just use another controller? But you have to remember that this was 2015. It was an archaic time before the universal controller fix had basically become mainstream. Not to mention, Sheik is a character that moves in short incremental bursts and has to do a lot of precise repositioning as a result. His first match in Top 8 was against the illustrious king of Craigasms himself, PPMD. He actually ends up holding his own quite decently, but throughout the set it becomes clear that he is not comfortable with his replacement controller. PP wins 2-0 and sends Plup to the losers bracket. Up next, he has Leffen, and surprise surprise, he decides to pull out the Samus. This set just might be the definitive moment that everyone realized that Leffen kinda has a Samus problem. They actually both look relatively even at first, with Plup edging out the first game and Leffen the second. However, the first 30 seconds of Game 3 is arguably one of the most iconic moments in Plup's career, and realistically, he bodied Leffen so hard the game may as well have been over there and then.
Real shaky tournament.
So, yeah. Leffen has had a tough day so far.
Tough weekend.
Plup! With a quick...
Plup,
is this going to be a KO?
Are you going to take the stock right now, dude?
Randall coming out. Quick KO from
Plup
Plup.
is up a stock, and the crowd is going absolutely bonkers.
Beautiful grab. Tech chase as always.
Yep.
That's what we expect from Plup.
Oh my god! Leffen is down! 2 clean stocks!
Now, to Leffen's credit, he actually played very well for the remainder of his stocks, but it just wasn't enough. our boy in the panda hat got his last piece of revenge from CEO and had officially taken down half of the top 6. Despite his previous victory over Hungrybox, at this tournament it just wasn't meant to be. But Plup had made his statement loud and clear. The supposed Smash gods better watch their backs because this guy is taking down everyone in his path. The remainder of 2015 was nowhere near as strong as his summer performances, with the exception being his first ever Smash Summit. Not only did he beat Shroom, S2J, and Lucky, but this would be where he crossed the next god off his list. That's right, for the first time ever, our boy Justin would take a set over the legend himself, PPMD. Now, it's fair to argue that PP was no longer able to play at peak level by this point, but, Johns aside, Plup was ending the year with almost every Smash God under his belt, including a second victory over Mango at DreamHack Winter. He did get to play Armada there as well, but it didn't go so well. This time at the year's end, Plup was ranked at 7th in the world. Talk about a meteoric rise. His next big win would come just a few months later in Austin, Texas at a tournament called Battle of the Five Gods. It's a bit of a cheesy premise, but it was also a good way to ensure that all 5 gods were there. And speaking of gods, next on Plup's list would be the fan favorite himself, Mewtwo King. So 2016 presses onward, and given his track record so far, we know that this is going to be a big year for Plup. But in some ways, it kind of isn't. Because he doesn't really break through to the next level in terms of results. The year has some highs, like wins over Mango, Mewtwo King, and Hungrybox, but it also has some lows, particularly his loss to Zayn at the Big House 6. But I'd like to argue that despite ending the year at the same rank as 2015, this was still a very important year for Plup, because this was the year we start to see him pick up Fox and begin his experimentation with other characters. At Shine 2016, Plup went all Fox, and in the process, he managed to beat the Moon, Lucky, and take both Mango and SFAT to Game 5 of their respective sets. And what did Plup have to say about his success with Fox?
I was like, damn, Fox is really freaking good at this game, isn't he? He's so good. He's insane. So I was like, I just played Fox and won. Isn't that dumb? It's crazy. That's pretty much my thought process.
Though the year may have been somewhat stagnant for Plup, it planted the seeds for what was laying ahead. And 2017? I don't think anyone was prepared for what Plup had planned for this year. I'm talking about going all Luigi at CEO Dreamland and doing pretty freaking well too. Or how about when he went all Falco at CFL SmackDown and won the tournament? His ability to perform at a top level with these seemingly random characters is not only unique amongst the top players, but also a testament to just how good at the game Plup has become. In the summer of 2017, Plup would win DreamHack Atlanta over Hungrybox, except this time, he would rely on his now seasoned Fox to take out H-Box. At this point, Plup was well on his way to becoming a god himself, but there was still one final piece of the puzzle left. You know what I'm talking about, the arguably greatest player of all time, the Swedish sniper, Armada. Plup and Armada tend to not meet in bracket often, and the next time that they would was at the Big House 7 in October of 2017. After climbing the bracket all the way up to winter semis, taking out Mewtwo King along the way, it was time for Plup to get another shot at Armada.
But here we go, Armada versus Plup here in the first winter semis of Top 8 at Big House 7.
As someone who got to witness this live, let me be the first to say that this match was nothing short of epic. It goes without saying that Armada is incredible at the Sheik matchup, and that's why it was all the more amazing to see Plup not only hold his own, but maintain control throughout both Game 1 and Game 2. In fact, I would even argue that Plup looked stronger in Game 2, which was on Armada's stage counterpick, mind you, an impressive feat on its own. Armada's decision to go Fox in Game 3 is a testament to how threatening Plup Sheik is. Fox has an undeniably better matchup versus Sheik than Peach does, and Armada also got to adjust his counterpick to one of Fox's best stages. Put 2 and 2 together and you're left with Armada getting a JV3 stock over Plup in Game 3. But, as we all know, this means that it would be Plup choosing the counter picks from here on out. I could go on to describe Game 4 for you, but I think it would be best to just watch.
Turns out for him.
Yeah, considered a good Peach stage in general, but he's still staying with the Fox.
Couldn't capitalize.
Yeah,
Got
didn't
cooked.
space it quite properly to be able to punish that. But,
oh my God, I cannot believe that. And
very unfortunate for Plup that traded.
yeah,
Should have been a clean edge guard, but now Armada is winning.
Wow, that was so fast from both players.
Yeah.
Shield drop? Yeah. Oh, and I like that he didn't do an attack this time. He just shield dropped to get out of the situation.
And I like the fact that Armada's going for these wave shines into grabs. Ooh, that time he goes for the up smash.
Situation. Oh, he knew where he was going. Yeah. Maybe if we would have opted for maybe a nair, would have covered it. But another read on the tech down.
Yeah, it's the second time it's happened. Tight battle right now, anyone's game.
Oh, and the read.
What a wait from Plup.
Okay, good stuff to Plup, and he grabs the ledge, and he knew that he would go for the ledge. So smart.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this could be really big. Oh, with the quick dash dance, but he's still in control. Oh, and Plup with the mix-up. Oh man, and he gets the down smash. Oh, wow. He wanted to shoot needles in that situation.
Yeah, the
I like
down B
Zelda,
coming out.
but
Armada's gonna punish it. Not all the way though.
Not all the way.
Not for the kill.
Oh no, and unfortunately goes down. Oh, but the great tech.
But he goes down.
Wow,
all right. Armada's got one chance to stay in winners right now.
Yeah, he still has a chance, but let's see. Plup is looking to seal the deal. Oh, got a little bit too close. Great smash DI from Plup.
Yeah, gets out of the
And
drill.
that should be it right
there.
there.
It is.
Takes it over Armada for the first time, and Armada approves of it and gives him that great hug.
And that's it. Just like that, Plup has now officially taken out every single Smash God, including the greatest of all time himself, Armada. Is Plup a god now? I don't know, but whatever line of separation previously existed has now been obliterated. He would go on to finish this massive tournament in second place, outdone only by Hungrybox. Over the years, Plup has shown the world what intelligent and technical play can do for a player. He's shown that you don't have to play campy or overly defensive, even if that's what your character is known for. He's dazzled us and got us all cheering his name, but he's done more than just that, because Plup has shown time and time again what it looks like to love the game. Never afraid to show off his goofy smile and that lovable laugh we all know him for. Plup truly has the heart of Smash. Hey guys, thank you for watching that. I had a ton of fun making that. If you liked what you saw, I have some good news for you maybe. I am working on some more of these. In fact, I've even left some hints at what the next one will be at throughout this video if you want to find them. But anyway, thank you so much. I had a ton of fun making this, and you know, the whole like and subscribe thing. Also follow me at /_SSBM on Twitter.